Childhood Sweethearts, Chapter 6, Grounded and Memories. Well, here you are. Grounded. Grounded and suspended from school. All of this because of that tiara-wearing little punk called Diamond Tiara. More like Diamond Twit, you thought as you were mildly stared at the ceiling of your room, lying on your bed with a bored expression. She deserved what she got, after insulting Scootaloo and her friends like that. The nerve. You clench your covers in anger, feeling it still linger within your body. To make matters worse, your mother forbid you to leave the house or do anything fun, and Miss Shirley was actually making you write a letter of apology to Diamond. An apology letter! As annoyed as you may be with having to apologise to that little runt after what she called Scootaloo, you thought that something along the lines of, Diamond Twit, I am sorry that you have no friends, and therefore try to make others fall apart by picking on them mercilessly to no end. And I regret to inform you that you will spend your life entirely and utterly very alone. Yours not regretfully, Cerulean Blaze. It would be suitable to write a letter of apology to that little gremlin after what she said, insulting many of your friends in the process. In fact, you thought that was a terrific idea, and that you should just write that instead of a formal apology letter like Miss Shirley requested you to write. Knowing that you wouldn't be able to return to school and hang out with your friends anytime soon did actually make you regret your move in the slightest sense. In your case, your downside was not being able to talk to Scootaloo, or all her friends, or Rumble and his friends. You frowned and threw your pillow across the room as your anger was released into the force of the throw before it hit the wall with a cloud-like thwomp sound and crumbled to the floor, creased. Picking yourself from your bed, you walked over and gave it a solid kick, taking out your inner frustrations and anger out on it. Momentarily, you sighed and looked out the window of your room, leaning on the desk that sat in front of it, still holding your scooter's part and body. The streets of Ponyville were pretty much bare, and only a few residents of the town were out and doing business. Today was a weekly market, and in the background of it, you could see who you recognised as Applejack, Applebloom's big sister, selling apples along with an elderly pony with a wrinkled green coat and grey-white mane that sparkled, and who had a cute mark of an apple pie. You frowned. Another disappointed and bored sigh exited through your nostrils, and you sank onto your desk, gently nudging a scooter part or two in the process. It was so boring when all the other colts in the village were at school, and you were the only one of the group aside from Diamond Tiara who was forced to stay home as punishment. With that little pink goblin in mind, you growled in hate. What you needed right now was something to take your mind off of her. You really weren't in the mood to read or play a game or anything of the kind, so that left you with one thing: your scooter. It wasn't just an ordinary scooter that any kid would own. This was one full of memories, and it had a very exciting and interesting history. The model was a Skyball A-Series, a scooter mainly designed for racing and stunt competitions. The brand may not be a top-of-the-line scooter, but what meant more to you was the fact of who it used to belong to. You originally got it from your father, given to you by your mother after the accident. Getting a little emotional at the small memory, you wiped a single tear from your eye and rested your hoof upon its body. To you, this wasn't just a scooter or a toy. It was like an inanimate version of your father, and that was the reason that you held it so close to your heart. Your father was the reason that this particular scooter had the reputation it did, and as long as you had it by your side, you would always remember him and what he meant to you and your mother. Looking it over, you knew it was scratched and a little dinged up, but the paint over it seemed kind of, wrong. Keeping it as it is, though, like a precious relic, seemed more respectful to you than going out to your way to fix it up and paint it more. With your knowledge and experience for assembling and disassembling a scooter, you put it all back together within minutes, inserting newly bought screws into the rightful slots, and screwing them in tight and securely with a screwdriver, replacing all the rusted out and damaged screws as you did so. With the handlebars slotted and screwed tightly in place, you connected the shaft that ran through the underneath of the scooter to the wheels to allow for enable steering. You smiled at your work in admiration as you took the scooter in your hooves and hugged it as if it were a pony. When you pulled away and took another look at it, you jumped back in utter shock and made a surprised "Heep" sound at what you saw. The scooter had taken form of your orange Pegasus friend, Scootaloo. She was staring right back at you, and her lips were forming a smile, as she looked at you with the sparkling purple eyes that you adored. They melted your heart with their beauty, along with the pretty appearance of the hair and the flesh. "Hey, Blaze," she greeted, waving a hoof at you, and you shakily gave one back, disbelief plastered on your face, as to whether this was actually the real Scootaloo you were talking to, for your mind, or if you went crazy thinking of her and made your inanimate scooter live into a living figure of reality that you could make conversation with. "Scootaloo?" is all you could utter, still shocked. She smiled, and you stuttered slightly. You were actually talking to an apparition of hair. How was that even possible? Wait, no. There's no way I'm talking to you right now. It's just my imagination because I was thinking about you. You immediately clamped your hooves over your mouth, eyes going small and a blush burned your cheeks. The apparition didn't. She continued to smile. You guess it was obvious that she didn't blush since it was just an emotionless apparition version of Scootaloo. And if you said that to the real Scootaloo, she would most definitely have blushed a hot pink that could put Pink Eye's colour to shame. When you were about to apologise for accidentally saying that, she came up to you and pulled you into a hug. What was odd to you above all things, other than the fact that it wasn't really hair, was the fact you knew this wasn't hair, and that you could physically feel her around you. It was so surreal. Her mane brushed against your cheek, and partially dangled in front of your nose, teasing it with that same shampoo scent that the real Scootaloo had in her mane, and she even felt as soft as her real counterpart. When she pulled away, she held onto your shoulder with a hoof. "Thank you, by the way." At your confused look, she continued, "You know, for sticking up for me and my friends. No pony's ever done that for me. Well, except for Rumble, I think. The guy thinks I don't know he likes me." She giggled softly to herself, rolling her eyes. Oh, so now she looks like Scootaloo and even thinks like her. Oh, this is really starting to creep me out. You thought before blinking and realising that she wasn't there anymore. Now being alone again, you felt disappointed and relieved at the same time, happy to see that there wasn't a duplicate of your flesh and blood friend standing with you in the room. Okay, that was weird. With your mind back in reality, you were focused back onto your scooter, trying to push the image of the fake Scootaloo from your head.